To be fair, I was originally going to do a video outside, but then Mother Nature conspired against me and made everything wet. So I'm in my car again, as I am every Monday. I have been having this thought lately, and it's based on a lot of different things, but specifically a Tumblr post that Hank Green wrote about how people try to cheat the system and how much time and energy that the VidCon staff in particular has to spend avoiding those things, and that the people that don't cheat the system end up paying as a result of that. And I'm very interested in this, but I have this roadblock, this mental roadblock that I get to when I think about this idea. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, that you guys can have conversations with me, comments, and I can kind of get to a complete thought on this, because I would love to be able to have a complete thought on this. But the idea is, I can understand that since the beginning of history, people have tried to cheat the system, and that not in every case is that necessarily a bad thing. I mean, people felt that they didn't need to have to walk everywhere, so they invented the wheel, and now we have cars, and I think that's generally a pretty good thing. And people felt that they didn't need to die of disease at age 35, so now we have vaccinations, and I think that that's a pretty good thing. So a lot of the I shouldn't have to's that are kind of cheating the system end up being a good thing. But there are situations in which cheating the system obviously is a detriment, not only to the people who don't cheat the system, but also just to society as a whole, because we have to do so much to try to avoid these things from happening, that everybody else ends up having to pay for it, i.e. healthcare and i.e. unemployment. So, I'm not going to get into those, but just those are examples. But the idea that I have, that I get to all of this, and I understand that there's this human desire in certain cases to say, well, I shouldn't have to do that because X, Y, Z. But my problem is, why as humans do we feel that way? What makes us think that we shouldn't have to fall in line, that we shouldn't have to follow the rules? And I'm not above this, I will say that, I am not above this. There are plenty of situations in which I feel like, well, I shouldn't have to do that, but I'm really having a hard time processing why I feel that way. So I am hoping that a conversation can happen and I can get to a point where I kind of understand why that's a thing. I understand that it's a thing, but I don't really understand the why. Like, why our brains work that way. And I don't mean like, what's the reason that I feel like I shouldn't have to wait in line at Disneyland? I mean, like, why as people we feel that we should be exceptions when maybe we're really like not an exception and we just feel that way. Anyway, thoughts, opinions, ideas, conversation is my favorite part of YouTube, so begin. And we'll see what happens on Thursday.